What's going on, guys? Matty Day Trades here, back at it again. We are going to do our watch list today. I'm going to do my small port plays and then head over to the big port plays. If you've been keeping up, we've been going absolutely crazy on these watch lists. So first name, I'm going to do small port first. First name here, we have MU. Chips clearly have been getting absolutely pummeled. I mean, the big boys really, I don't have my charts here because I did a new subscription with TrendSpider. But you can see, right, LRCX looks real heavy. Could drop like $100 plus here. Again, NVIDIA looks real heavy. AMD looks heavy. MU's a great, liquid con, smaller ports. So just off the monthly here, right, we're noticing this double top, decent, pretty clear levels here. Move down to the weekly. There's that double top coming down on the neckline here. And really, our retest of breakout level, we had one earlier, which was beautiful. Now this is going to be like our neckline here. And as you can see, right, where, PA at the levels we're trading at now is, 2010 prior, right? Really long time ago here. And basically the first time we broke down, we saw 65 here, right? Under 65, 64. And then really I want to get that 60-61 test, and not to mention our trend, somewhere at 55, 56. Sorry. So these white lines are weekly, blue lines will be daily, but here's the 4 hour here, kind of spits the image way clearer, right? Where do bulls need to step in or else they're in trouble, right? This 69.30 level's been holding like an absolute animal, right? We get these nice bounces. First time it broke down, we saw 65.50, right? So, and under, if that 65.50 breaks down, like I mentioned before, sorry, here we go. So this is the daily here, spits it a little better, right? The first time 60, that 69.30 breaks down, you get 65.40. 65.40 breaks down. We have a lot of cushion, a couple gaps to fill on the way down. This name looks like putas, right? I mean, like I said, I'm not saying 62 happens, but if we could break those prior lows at 65.50, come down to 64.30, come down to 62, right? And again, nice, beautiful double top. We're at neckline now. I'm not saying it happens, but I would love to see this trend line get caught up here. In terms of how I would play this, I think just to be safe, because MU gets that good bounces, I think I'm going to play this prior low break here for clearance down to that 65 level, right? Here we go. And yeah, we could probably risky entry, 65.40 low a day Friday, but I think, I'll wait that couple 30 cents and wait for that prior low 69.30 to break. There's that 69.30. And then we'll look, really, I would love to see 65, 64.50. Under that, we keep flooding out, right? Chips, real heavy. I'm going to go a little quicker than that one. That one took some time here. Chewy, we've been playing this like an absolute animal. Monthly time frames here, right, is we're coming up here. You see this top box over here, and the bottom of the box really is 30. And then that all-time low, right? So I always say, right, where do bulls and bears need to step in or else something's in trouble, right? I'm a simple man. Let's make this shit simple, right? You see right here, right? Every time we get down to this 36 level, you get, alpha omega bounces, right? It just goes Donkey Kong, like I say, right? This time we're breaking down, right? PA hasn't seen these levels since 2020. And before that, it was 2019, right? 2020, it was straight rippers and straight dippers, right? Before it was boxing out. So we finally broke this threshold, broke our prior low. I want to see this thing trading back at 30 here. Like I said, we kind of been playing this like an animal. We got a nice clean breakdown. I would love to get a retest at 35.80 level, and then, break this prior low for some continuation. If we don't get that and we just kind of flood out, I'll look to play Friday's low. And honestly, again, the PA here is we're going back a couple of years. So we should see a quick yank on this name. I would love to get 3350, 3170, and then, like I said, that 30 level, right? To the upside, like 35. I'm not even looking to the upside, but if you were to look for the upside, there's that retest at 3577 and then 3665. I don't think we get much farther than that. And you could play the breakout at 3514 if you'd like. But risk reward here, I really like the downside. This thing is just getting absolutely destroyed, and we finally got that. This is a multi time frame breakdown here. That level's been holding like an absolute animal, like I said. Another one, Lowe's. It's starting to become real heavy. It's finally broken trend here. The monthly, looks like it wants to land us back down 185, 175 again. I'm not saying that happens, but I always go big, right? And it's basically at a huge spot here. If this prior low breaks at 196.70, we're going to start heading down 195, 192.80, 191, and then that weekly level 190, right? Let's see. And again, just to put perspective what I mean by thin PA, right? Pretend this isn't here. Look at all this head height at 210, 209.40, right? 209.40, 209.40, 209.40, right? This is a beautiful, beautiful level. 209.40, super reactant, rips 236, right? And then when we're over here playing downside and say, okay, we haven't had PA since 2021, right? We should see a straight zipper to that support. Look what happens. 209.40 breaks down, you get that 201 support, right? And again, look at the PA, super thin until 196.34, right? So do what we did before, right? This 196.34 breaks, we want the bottom. What's the bottom? 189. Under 189, bulls are in trouble, right? 184, 175 comes fast, right? So basically, again, play that prior low breakdown. 196 here, I'll look to enter some putties. And yeah, let's get rocking and rolling on this name. HD is looking real heavy. Lowe's Cons is a little small port friendlier, so that's why I'm saying play Lowsy Does. All right, and then Penn was the last one here for small ports. This name's been getting absolutely clobbered. On a monthly time frame here, kind of spits the image great, right? I mean, I guess we can add, something like in here. But realistically, 37, gives this 30, 31 level, gives 25, and gives 17. This thing was trading at 140, just absolutely ridiculous. Davy boy, pumping it, but I think this pump is dead, right? Clearly downtrending here, and it's just this box theory, right? The prior box was created back in 2018 here from 31 to 37. Break 31, get 37. 37 rejects, you get 31, vice versa. I'm not going to explain it. And you can obviously see downtrend, right? I'm not even looking at calls. If you were, I would just play this downtrend within our levels here, right? Play trend break to the upside, 41.60, 44.89, 47.50. But like I said, I'm looking put side here. And again, look at your price thresholds. Where does bulls need to hold, or else bears take over? Right, we're just going to mark this prior low, and that's what I'm playing. Boom, boom, boom. You can obviously see multiple trends breaking down. Yeah, we'll be playing that breakdown here, looking super, super heavy. Again, these are monthly time frames. It takes time. These don't happen overnight, but 37 gives 30, 30 gives 25, and I'm willing to play that. I'll probably look for a couple weeklies, and then I'll probably buy, the 520s, look further out. But why do I love this play? Well, PA has not been seen since early 2020, and it was rippers and dippers, right? So prior threshold breaks down. 33.85 and then 30, right? Now let's start to hit the, bigger port plays here. My first baby would be DocU. Again, monthly, wants to lead us down somewhere down at that 65, right? And DocU, I mean, it's just bear flag after bear flag after bear flag, right? And it's, we'll find something and find it again, right? First time it broke down, saw a 28% move, right? Second time it broke down, it saw a 42% move, right? Third time it breaks down, let's see. Let's go attack these prior lows and give Matty Boy that 66 he wants, right? All the way back down here. So the blue lines are daily, right? We kind of broke it down, and we're really in a thin PA here. As you could see before, realistically, 76 gave 90 here, 90 rejected, 76 bounced, 90 came, 76, right? Again, and to the upside, same thing, right? So now, look at, we haven't seen these levels since early 2020. First time we did, it was straight ripper. Now, guess what happens? I think straight dipper. I want 80 this week on this name, right? How I'll do this. And again, you want to play calls. Let's this 1 hour trend breakout. We need 88 to see 90. Over 90, you could see 93, you could see 96, and then 98. But I'm really put oriented here. 84.65 should give 82, gives 80. Gap fill down 76, 72, and then my baby 66, right? Here's another name too. We've been absolutely killing CRM. Massive bear flag on the weekly time frame. Again, PA really thin, right? Hasn't been seen since 2021. It's been rippers, dippers, rippers. Now dipper. Coming back to our prior box, right? The prior box 167, 150. Nice $20 range. We've been, like I said, we've been absolutely killing this name. Daily, weekly, the 4 hour here. We could see some relief bounce, but again, I'm put oriented. If you wanted calls, 173.82, 177, right? It's thin PA both sides. So 173.82, 177, 181, 184, 186. Under 171 starts to have that flood continues, 167, 164, and again, just zoom out here, multiple time frame. There's that 167, 164, right? And this is just Gulag Nation, right? So 177 was green light. You can see we have this that 170, 160 level basically opens up 167, 167 opens 163. So Dash is another name, right? It's been getting absolutely clobbered. Here's the monthly kind of creating, a decent box with outer levels. Here's your all-time low, which is kind of like what I'm targeting, honestly. Dash was ripping and, basically immediately gave it all back here. Put in all-time lows, had a nice bounce back to that 132.26, which if you go to the monthly here, is that, the 132.26 and 195.56 is that box. Put an all-time low, retested really the box breakdown, now coming back, right? What do I say? We need new lows for continuation. So this prior low at what's the low here? 74.32 needs to be taken out for continuation. Here's the weekly. We finally gave out that 93 level, which has been quite the level, and it gave out and got a nice yank to 89 on Friday. Daily here, you can see that 93 level really nice here, right? 93 bounces, you get 110, right? It's a real good level. Finally gave out. We have a gap fill down to 81, and there's that all-time low. So this is really what I'm looking for. We might go retest 93.20, or even we could 95.56. But after that, what I'm looking for here is 86.83, gives us the green light down to gap fill, gives us the green light down to 74.37. I don't really need to go into smaller time frames here because the daily basically spit it. But again, where do bulls need to step in or bears run, right? This 93 level was huge. Here's kind of what I was mentioning. It's something like 84 gives the green light. Really, even honestly, it could be like 87 gives green light for at least gap fill, which would be 83, 80, and then all-time low, right? And I don't even need to go smaller time frames on this name, right? If you wanted to play calls, we need trend break, and you could just play the trend break, targeting 101, 105, and then that 112. But like I said, I'm looking for puts here. there's so many names. This is ridiculous. Lulu, I mentioned, is the golden goose I'm looking for here, right? Nasty, nasty rejection off, well, 410, but it was really 400 level. You can kind of see here, and we're getting a gross reaction, right? And again, look what happens, right? I'm not saying 340 happens, but it's possible if market does what I want. Look, you get daily trend break, you go 314 all the way to 388. Getting daily trend break, we got gap fill 352, and that retest level, I guess, is around that 340, right? So we're already in some puts here. We swung more lotto size, just cons were trading at like 1. So I like my risk to reward. PA is real thin, right? There's so many names I have here. UPSD growth's been getting hammered, will continue to get hammered. Bigger time frames, right? Here's that prior low break. And before that, we haven't had PA since 2021, right? I would love to see UPSD trading at 44 again. I'm not going to lie. Here's the daily. Sorry, it's a bit messy. We play this name a lot. This shaded area is gap fill, right? Here's that prior low. Now Friday, we created a new low. So basically just play the low of 32.30. We're in a gap fill. 32.30 should give 68. 68 should give gap fill down to 61, right? Sorry. Growth will continue to get hammered. We've been nailing this name. I mean, just things to consider, right? Always, I don't even really watch, I look at SPY, but, Apple broke down that massive 164 level. And, when Apple breaks down, it tends to come to that trend level. Trend is at 155, retest is at 150, right? Airbnb is another name we've been absolutely killing lately. Weekly setting up here, right? I don't care, bull bear. I try to find plays where I could go either way. So here, we could play a bounce at 152.60 or a breakdown, break trend. And I'm not saying 135 can come, but if this breaks down, right, 135 can come. Obviously, we need to clear some levels in between. But this setup's beautiful. We nailed this one on the 4 hour beautifully. Just another name to have on your watch list here, right? 152.59. And then that 150 breakdown should really send us. There's so much. Like banks, I mentioned if banks don't get a bid, we're in trouble. Banks got a bid last week, and then as you can see, we sold off here. Look at GS monthly. GS leads the way here. Retest is all the way back down at 280. We got daily break here. GS the 316.80, 310, under 310. GS is in a lot of trouble. Etsy, I mean, there's so many names. We just been killing them. Look at Etsy, right? Off a cliff. Where do bulls really need to step in here for Etsy to have a bid? Right at 103, it get lost. We break this prior low. Etsy can fall back down to 87, 74, right? There's a lot going on. There's so much macro wise. It's not even funny. That rip we had, it made no sense, and I've been shorting ever since. Swipers, I mentioned, look like dog water. PayPal's looking for some continuation here. As you can see, bulls need to step in at 94. 94 was lost. We almost dropped $10 in a day. Bottom of that box is 82. Under 82, I want to see PayPal trading at 70 again. Unity, monthly breakdown, right? Last time the monthly broke down, it saw 73. That's my target. 73 goes, all-time lows at 66. And again, weekly here, right? If this breaks, we get 73. We get that all-time low, 66, right? Spotify, there's so many names here. I could go on and on. Where do bulls, bears need to step in? This is a weekly, monthly breakdown. Spotify's on its last limb here, right? If this 109 breaks down, all-time lows come at 103, and the waterfall continues, right? Nice daily, weekly H pattern, and you can kind of see here, right? We gave in 120, gives 110, under 110 gives all-time lows, right? Um, yeah, so a lot of names, a lot to watch. Um, I mean, this was on my watch list last week, but Adobe, right? Bulls last shot at Adobe was 415. Now giving prior low 408. Under 408, 385 can come. Everyone calls me crazy until these things happen. I mean, Shopify, I mentioned, low fours come, right? It's the same thing. That daily H prior low breaks. Where's your levels? 2020, 435, right? 470 breaks was really, we've been playing this a lot. 508, again, that prior low, Bulls need to hold because we haven't seen PA in 2 years. Breaks down, we go 470 in a gap, 435 gap fill. I'm not saying it happens, but I could see this Shopify 440, 400. Shopify, a lot of pain everywhere. I don't know. We went over BNTX last week. This thing's still on its way. At 175, people were calling me crazy for 130 coming. I think 130 comes this week, right? 133. PFE, daily or weekly head and shoulders coming up on trend. Where's our real retest? That 44, 41 level, right? Um, just so many names. But all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Have a good weekend. Let's bank this week and let's